Tell 'em Tribe Tarot. Daily readings for my tribe. Subscribe to my channel.
Peace, Gemini. I am Cherokee with Tell 'em Tribe Tarot, coming to you with another reading. I trust that this message reaches you in the best of health and spirits. I appreciate you as always for coming through and being so loyal and supportive to my channel and sending words of encouragement, Gemini. It definitely helps this Gemini out. Of course, I have to give you the disclosure. Take what resonates, leave behind what does not resonate. All readings will not resonate for every single Gemini, but I hope this is just a soothing message for the person who needs it. So we're going to ask our spirit guides to please provide us with the guided messages for Gemini. I want to see what's going on with Gemini for the next 48 hours. I'm going to go ahead and take the card that decided it wanted to fly out. What's going on with Gemini for the next 48 hours? Seeing that you have a big decision to make. You have a big decision to make. Maybe you're making some major changes with the way how you typically would process a situation mentally. You're taking a new approach with something, and it's something that's exciting for you because by you thinking differently, you're going to change your situation. You're going to have more control of the outcome, even though you cannot control the outcome, but you definitely be able to sway it in a more cohesive way because of how you are thinking about your situation. So we have some swords here, and we have some swords all up in this thing. So it's definitely something going on in your life right now, Gemini, where you have to decide on how to maneuver in a way that is healthy for you, with the Seven of Cups as the overall energy of the deck. So you definitely have a decision that you have to make regarding something that may have occurred or something that's about to occur. And over the next 48 hours, you're just trying to process how you need to maneuver. So I feel like you may have let me take a moment to ponder on this for you, Gemini. I see that you may be working with someone that you do not trust. And you have to come to a decision on how you'd like to move forward with this relationship with this person, because the way how you've been carrying on was as if nothing is wrong and just going with the flow and hoping that things would resolve itself. But the more that you work with this person, the more you realize how much of a mole they are. They're like a narc. And this person is doing whatever that they can to stay in the good graces of maybe managers at work, or you all may be gunning for the same position. And this person is trying to do things to make you look bad. And you're trying to look at this from a different approach, because your whole take is, it's not that serious, first of all. And you thought that you and this person were cool enough for them to at least be professional about this and stop being so petty and vindictive. But they are trying really hard to throw you off your game so that they can look better in other people's eyes. They're trying to villainize you. They're trying to make you out to be the bad guy. And the problem in connection with that is that you've been working so hard in this position and you're respected in what you do. And this person is jealous of that. And they basically admire you, Gemini, but instead of owning their instead of owning what they can do and maximizing on what they're good at, they're overlooking their own potential and trying to screw over yours in the process in a way to take the opportunity away from you that they know that you 9 times out of 10 are going to get anyway because of the time and the effort that you put in. I feel like this person has been jealous of you for a while, Gemini, because you have what it takes. You've always had what it takes. I feel like you may have started in this department at your job, you know, about maybe a year ago. And you just was your happy-go-lucky self, not even trying to step on anyone's toes. And by being who you are, you intimidated this person, and they've been in the department for way longer than you have. And people don't even realize that they're there. So I feel like my coffee on the side, y'all. But I feel like you are intimidating by naturally being who you are. And you're coming to a place where you are going to get a promotion of some sort. And this person has been in the job for so long in that department and hasn't even elevated past where they are. And they think that you're standing in the way of their promotion, when in actuality they were never being considered, because they have been so focused on what they didn't care about being promoted until you came in and set the bar. So you gave them something to work towards. But because you're getting it first after such a short period of time, Gemini, they're intimidated by it. And I feel like you may have had feelings of approaching this person and showing them, hey, like, I'm not out to get you. Like, I don't give a fuck about this job for real. I'm just doing the best that I can, and I'm making the best of a situation because I'm just me. I'm who I am. I don't care about none of this stuff that you putting this pressure on me about indirectly. You know what I mean? But at the same time, Gemini, you just don't care enough to bring this to their attention, because at the end of the day, you bout that. Like, like, I feel like, Gemini, it's like you're on this spiritual path to enlightenment, and you really could care less who doesn't like you or what their motives are. The only time you care is when you feel the pressure of the unnecessary fuckery and you just want it to stop. But outside of that, you could care less what this person thinks or feels, because you didn't start this position to impress them or to make them look bad. They do that all good by themselves, which is why I feel like on the low, they be trying to like throw you under the bus and say things behind your back to make it seem like you're not who you really are. But because of how vibrant you are and how hard that you've worked and how consistent you are in your position, there's nothing that they can really do to upset that or to make anyone think any different, because your impact and your effect is so potent and real that even when people try to snatch the rug from beneath your feet, you might stumble, but you don't fall, because you have this in the bag, Gemini. So the task in connection with that is that your spirit guides are just challenging you to be open-minded about the situation and maybe have that conversation with that person, or at least look at them not from a standpoint of, oh, this person is a dumbass, oh, they're an asshole, like this person is a shitty person, but just give them, show some empathy, or show some sympathy, better said, because this person has things going on outside of the job that they bring to work that they don't talk about. And this job is like the best thing that's happening for them right now. So with the spotlight being on you, Gemini, it's making them feel small. So now they don't have something to show inside the job, within their work life, or outside of their work life. They're really struggling with some internal battles. And your spirit guides are just challenging you to make sure that you are understanding and you don't project that, that you don't reflect what they're projecting. The task in connection with this is that you're trying to stay focused on what you're supposed to be doing, but this person is trying really hard to pull you back from that. But the good news is that they're not succeeding. Your spirit guides are also suggesting with the Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, energy, Capricorn present. This might be the energy of that person, or this may be the energy of the person who has your promotion. But I feel like you are working consistently and you need to focus on being disciplined. Continue to discipline yourself and not allow these outside influences to affect you internally, because it's very easy to allow things to affect you internally when you're not focused. Your guides are just saying to stay focused on your job, stay focused on the things that will get you to the next level in this position, because the funds that you're using from this job is for a bigger purpose, and everything that's happening in between has nothing to do with you. Realize that your purpose is huge, Gemini. And when things get thrown at you from every angle, whether it be at work or outside of your work life, it's because there are forces that don't want this to occur. You may have people looking at you from the outside looking in that wants to be like you. Not even just this person. I feel like this is an energy of someone that sheds light wherever they go. And when anyone is unsure of themselves, when someone is unsure of themselves and you come in the room with all your surety and your confidence, they can either be inspired by you or they will hate you for it, Gemini. And that is not something that you should internalize, because I think you know by now that your purpose is pretty big. And these things that are happening to you in your life are not happening by chance. Your spirit guides are challenging you to face your challenges and not sweep things under the rug, address things head on. If something is bothering you, even in a moment, yes, let the small shit go. But if it's festering and it's becoming a problem, address it head on, because you're going to be put into a position where people are going to be looking to you for direction, Gemini, and you have to be straightforward even when it's difficult. So these small situations that happen with you here with your job, where people or a person may be trying to throw you under the bus, you address that shit. You ask, what was your reasoning for doing A, B, and C? Because this is what I feel it was. Could you help me to understand that? Your spirit guides want you to communicate with your problems head on. Ask yourself, is this bothering me? If the answer is yes, you address it. Don't you allow things to fester and cause you to miss out on your opportunity, because your guides are showing you how to maneuver through your life effortlessly by not holding on to any type of resentment towards anyone who doesn't mean you well, because they're just projecting how badly they feel. And you can actually use your light to inspire someone who isn't feeling so great about themselves and take this pressure up off of you. And I know you may feel like it's not my responsibility to fix everyone. That's not what I'm saying, Gemini. But your purpose is huge. And I feel like for this particular Gemini, you're a light worker. You're someone that's supposed to be shedding light. You do this without trying, Gemini. And I know that you don't want this responsibility, but it's yours. This is for the Gemini that did not know their purpose. And who knew that you would get this message for the next 48 hours to set the tone for your week, that you have to face what you're trying to turn your back on. You probably been wondering, why the fuck won't people just let me be? Why do I always have to be the voice of reason? Why is it that people always attack me when I mean so well? It's because you're light, Gemini. You're light. So no matter whether you're working or whether you're doing something personal, you're minding your business, no matter where you go, you are the light. You have to embrace it. So when with the new insights being the Seven of Swords, yes, you have some pressure coming your way. But this pressure ain't gonna bust your pipes if you face it head on. What you do when you see a leaky pipe? You call the plumber. And Gemini, you are the plumber. Your guides want you to take responsibility for the light that you are. You spread it effortlessly. Now spread it purposefully. And then with the conclusion here being the Five of Swords is that you have to understand that you cannot fix everything. Once you take on this persona of understanding, you know what? I'm going to take this new approach and have this new mindset towards people who may not mean me so well. I'm going to address things head on. Then you have to decide to cut your losses. And when you embrace this change, in this next 48 hours, in this upcoming week, you'll see that things will start to flow for you effortlessly. And that promotion is coming for you. At that point, you'll be ready to lead. But you have to allow yourself to be who you are and stop fighting it. Look at this. This is not by chance, Gemini. This is your light. This is your sun. This is your energy. You are like that child, that innocent child within you that just love to sing and dance and play and just show light to others around you. And it's intimidating. Embrace it and also embrace the shadow side of it. Sometimes you don't want to share this because you feel as though everyone doesn't deserve it. So anyone who's projecting any type of negativity on you, you have a right to address it. Nip that shit in the bud. And keep it moving, because that is what you're here to do. This is your purpose. Your purpose is to be the light. And Gemini, I ain't gonna front. The light gonna pay you. The light is gonna pay the fuck up out of you. All right? So I hope this message reaches you in good spirits. So I hope this message lifts your spirits, Gemini, because you needed to hear this. Subscribe to my channel. Click like, turn on post notifications, because the messages are coming and your life is changing. Drop a comment if this resonates, and I'll talk to you soon. Love and light, Gemini Tribe.